Today we will take you to the beautiful Noto, a town that underwent an incredible transformation and rose from its ashes to earn the name of Golden Town. We will also try breakfast at the Infamous Caffé Sicilia, featured on Netflix Chef Table, to see if it's really that impressive.
It was quite nice, but
stick till the end, cause we added a little bonus trip to the seaside and to our kitchen. So what makes Noto so special? Why almost every building is a Baroque palace?
The reason why there's so much Baroque around here is that in 1693 an earthquake completely flattened the city of Noto and the surrounding towns. So 3 architects were given complete liberty as to how to rebuild the town, and they decided to build a lot of magnificent palaces and cathedrals following the Baroque style. Another thing they did, and that's why the city is called the Golden Town, they planned the city in a way that its streets follow the orientation of the sun. So whenever the sun is shining, these beautiful yellow limestone buildings reflect its light, giving it this golden tone that we see all around here. It's a UNESCO heritage site and home to the most delicious pasticceria in the whole of Sicily. You probably heard about it, Caffè Sicilia, if you watched Chef's Table on Netflix.
Here we tried 2 granita tastes, the fluffy brioche and the classic ricotta cannolo. So is it worth the hype?
it was quite nice, but the bill ended up being 16 something euros. For breakfast and granita brioche, I think it's quite a lot.
Growing up here, I ate a lot of granitas in my life. You can find just granitas that are almost as good, but for way less. But I understand the whole Netflix hype, etc. So fair enough.
With a full belly and a lighter wallet, we're ready to tackle the main sites.
Okay, we'll start our visit with the Cathedral of St Nicolò, which is one of the most beautiful examples of Baroque architecture you can find in this part of Sicily.
The cathedral was rebuilt right after the earthquake, and over the next 3 centuries it collapsed 3 times, so locals ended up thinking it was cursed. But it turned out it was just a design fault.
Right in front of the church you can see another example of beautiful Baroque architecture. It's also the town hall of Noto. From the top you can access a terrace that lets you see the whole view of the city and the surrounding valley. So let's go check it out.
The interior of the palace is beautifully decorated, and from the balconies you can enjoy views of the city of Noto that extend all the way through the surrounding valley to the seaside, which is where we're headed next.
We will go to Marzamemi, a small fisherman village just 20 minutes away from here. I totally recommend. It's an absolute hidden gem. After that I will give away a secret recipe from my mom, so stick around if you want to bring a bit of taste of Sicily to your home.
Marzamemi is as picturesque as it can get. There's nothing like getting lost in its small streets, admiring the colors and artisan shops in the main square, and as you probably guessed it, it's all about the fish here.
The one behind me is the Tonnara, which is where they used to kill the tuna. So this was the biggest and most important Tonnara in the whole of eastern Sicily. They used to kill around 2,000 tunas per year. They're not doing this anymore, but it's still a fisherman town prominently, as you can see from all the little boats around here. There's a lot of extremely good fish products. So we're gonna go to Campisi, which is a historical family that has been selling fish products for many years, and we're gonna go and buy the best tuna you can find probably in the whole of Sicily.
After a bit of looking around and a little bit of tasting, we found the perfect tuna for our recipe. On the way back we also stopped to buy cherry tomatoes from pachino, a variety that is particularly sweet and perfect to make sauce. Alright, let's get cooking. We'll need cherry tomatoes, garlic, anchovies, our tuna of course, some extra sauce if needed, parsley and capers. Start by crushing your garlic and cutting your tomatoes in half, removing the green part. Then wash your capers, add the oil and the anchovies to a pan and start cooking on a low flame. Add some chili flakes, some garlic. Start boiling the water for the pasta, and once the garlic is golden and the anchovies turn into a paste, add your cherry tomatoes. Start mixing, and as they cook and get softer you can start crushing them. You can also add some extra sauce if you want it a little bit more saucy, and let simmer for about 8 to 10 minutes.
Keep adjusting for taste in terms of salt and pepper. Don't put too much salt, because when we will add the caper they will get very salty, and also the anchovies are naturally very salty. These tomato cherry are naturally sweet, so we don't need to add any sugar, but with most supermarket bought tomato sauce you might want to add some sugar at the very end, just to make sure it's not too acidic and harsh.
Once the sauce has been simmering for 8 to 10 minutes, you can add your tuna and capers to it and cook for another 5 minutes. Once the water is boiling you can add your pasta in, keep mixing the tuna and the capers into the sauce, Drain the pasta a couple of minutes earlier than suggested on the package, because we will keep cooking it with the sauce anyways. Add the pasta to the sauce, mix the pasta thoroughly and keep cooking it for another 2 to 3 minutes on a high heat. And towards the end you can add your parsley and mix it in, but leave some of the parsley for the end as garnish. Plate your pasta and it's ready to serve.
Whoa! This is really good. It's very different from the regular tomato sauce that we buy from the supermarket. This one is not acid at all. It's just there's like 3-5 layers of flavors. As you start to chew it and swallow it, there's different type of flavors start to come up. Wow, it's pretty good.
If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel because there's a lot more of Sicily that we're going to show you. And if you're curious to know how the best gelato in Sicily tastes like, check out the video on the right side of the screen.